Hi, Anthony, one of Elon Musk's most trusted allies. You came here from South Africa when you were 18, just like Elon Musk. Although you're an immigrant, you didn't need DEI. Instead, you were able to use the systemic inequality within the United States in your favor. You and Musk have done a lot of business together, both benefiting from it, did Doge together, and I can only wonder if the benefits will continue. I wonder if your network has any benefits being passed down to your son, Jack, or if it already has. Because from what I can see, his jobs keep connecting back to your network, to Doge. And now he works for Nextpower, which just expanded in Memphis, right where Elon Musk's company, xAI, is building one of the largest data centers in the world. You were the CFO there, right? Until very recently. I find it interesting that your son's company just expanded in Memphis and is planning to expand even more, and that xAI will need to buy what your son's company sells. Do you think, as a sales analyst, your son knew that? And does he know where the money's coming from? xAI is being reimbursed $24 million for the power infrastructure they needed to build the data center. And this money is being reimbursed by Memphis residents through their utility bills. They will be paying $24 million for xAI's for-profit business. In addition to this, the new demand for electricity will increase their bills, while xAI, again, the for-profit business, will be getting tax breaks that the residents don't get. Do you think that your son is following your legacy? And maybe that's the point. The access, the power, the money, the connections being passed down and used to get even more. I think that you know what happens to people on the other side of the inequality that you've benefited from, and you don't want that to happen to your son. And I wonder if that's why DEI is such a problem for you. But did it occur to you that most immigrants, most people who DEI is for, aren't like you and would never do what you did to get to where you are? Because they know what it's like to be on the other end, and they would never do that to another human being, even if it meant being as successful as you. They would never. And maybe you know that, because you know what it costs to get in. And you know that most people would never compromise the morals and decency that you had to get to where you are. If DEI existed in the way it should, if things were actually fair, nobody would have to do what you did to get in. Centering your livelihood around making owners and executives richer, often at the cost of workers, consumers, and everyday Americans. And then cutting DEI, what is desperately needed to address centuries of systemic inequality. And as your self-appointed volunteer Doge HR, it is critical that this is understood. So let your Doge buddies know that I'll be getting to them too. So follow along, because we have a lot more to get into.